Alright, let's go over this. Class, what's the first thing we need to do? Equation equal what? Alpha. What do we do next, class? Did I get you?
Yeah.
Switch. What do we do next, class? Okay, what was my first hint? What is cosecant in terms of x, y, and r? R over y. What was my second hint? How do I make this a fraction? Okay. If I take the reciprocal, if I basically just flip them, class, what have you created? Sine of alpha. Do you normally see this on your unit circle, 1 over radical 2? What would I have to do here? Rationalize it. What's our answer now? Oh, this is on our unit circle, yes? Put your finger where sine is positive. I'm looking for sine, so sine is the second order pair. Remember, it goes cosine, sine. I'm looking for radical 2 over 2. That should have given you a hint. Anything with the radical 2 is going to be a 45 or pi over 4. I also have it over here. So right now we have pi over 4 and 3 pi over 4. Okay, now with your restricting domain chart, have that out. Now, on here, put your finger on the inverse. Class, which trig function do we find the inverse of? Yes, pay attention. We did not take the inverse of sine. This is the inverse here in red. We found the inverse of cosecant. So if you look at the restriction of the domain for cosecant, you're looking over here on the range. So as I described it to one student, where do you look? You look at the new range, or this is the restriction of the domain. So basically, if you think about it, it is the same thing as sine, but you just can't include the number 0. So let me go ahead and write this one down. Oh, that's a bracket. Okay. Now, I need common denominators. Class, what do I have to do over here? 2 over 2, 2 over 2. So now I have negative 2 pi over 4 to 0. Union with 0 to 2 pi over 4. Bracket. Yes or no? Is pi over 4 in our restricted domain? Yeah, it's over here. Remember, another way of thinking about 0 is 0 pi over 4. So 1 pi over 4 works. How about 3 pi over 4? This would be a no, because this is 2 pi over 4. 3 pi over 4 is on the outside. Let's say you use coterminal angles. A complete rotation would be what? 2 pi, which is equivalent to 8 pi over 4. Yes? So 3 minus 8 gives you negative 5. Is negative 5 pi over 4 over here? If I add 8, you would get what? 11 would be too much. So our solution is alpha equals pi over 4. So to review what we did in this problem, take the inverse. Using the letters x, y, and r's are very helpful. If you make it a fraction, that way you know you have a y value. You might have to rationalize because I flipped it. Now, the reason why I flipped it is because now you can see sine really easily on your unit circle.